We're here with K1llsen, current champion, not only of the kickoff, but also of Stage 3, and an exciting weekend coming up here for the Quake World Championships. K1llsen, hello, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So before we talk about this weekend, I want to talk a little bit about Stage 3, right? You had a rough knockdown to the in the semifinals to Rafa. You ended up coming back, ultimately winning the whole thing over Cypher. Were you expecting that initial loss, and then follow up to that is, were you expecting them to have to play Rafa again before the grand finals?
Yeah, like I knew about my mistake I made against in the first matchup against Shane, and yeah, I corrected it, and it totally worked the way I wanted it to be. Should have been this way the first time actually we met already, but yeah, you know, luckily I had the second chance there through the lower bracket, and you know, made it all the way to the finals, and then you know, just had the right mindset to face Cypher and roll through literally.
I mean, you've always seemed to me to be a player that can take a win, or take it, more importantly, a loss, and instead of getting fully tilted over it, analyze, know what you did wrong or what your opponent maybe did really well. Has that been a key to success here, not only through the stages, but in some of your victories as well?
Yeah, for sure. It's part of it, you know, to see what my opponents are doing really well, and especially in comparison what I'm doing really well, and then you know, try to combine that and see or think about like how I can make my style really hurt my opponent in the end.
I mean, throughout all of the 4 stages, you've gone up against every credible opponent that you could have possibly imagined, right? At some point, you've played almost, you know, almost everyone. I think we could sit here and pretty easily name those like Rafa and Cypher, who have not only given you a solid challenge, but, you know, present essentially obstacles in the weekend to come. Is there anyone else that, you know, over these last 4 stages that have kind of like risen to the occasion, and that you say, hey, watch out for this player?
I mean, Venture always been very close to, you know, beating me. Every time we've been facing in stage finals, he always got the match overall to the 5th map, at QuakeCon, at the quick kickoff event, at stage 2 finals, stage 3 finals even. So Venture always someone you really gotta have on paper, and gotta be careful against him for sure. Also Razy is someone who's not having a lot of weaknesses, and doing a very constant right. having a very constant style to play down, and also can be super dangerous if once you allow him a little too much, then you know, it can be over.
Excellent. Well, I know there's a lot of folks hoping to see you raise that belt above your head by the end of the weekend, so good luck. We know you're going to give us some very entertaining and awesome matches, but you know, we wish you well throughout the entire weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us.